Welcome to the Bridgestone BMW Car Club Track and Race Day 2019. It's the 1st of December. We're at Kyalami. It's a scorch of a day. And it's been an interesting year. With the race series, we've had, this is our 10th round. We actually added a round. We had a round at the M-Fest. So we're lucky enough to be the only category in the country to have 2 rounds at Kyalami this year. Many other categories don't even have rounds at Kyalami, so we're quite fortunate. And it's an interesting year. We've got 3 guys in the title chase for the overall title. Being Andreas Meyer, he's leading by 8 points in Class B, and second is Jan Everstein, 8 points behind, tied with Alan Hilligan, who's a Class D competitor. So it's going to be an interesting day. Hopefully it'll go well and we'll have a champion at the end of the day for 2019 overall. Alan's already won Class D. All the other classes, they still haven't been decided yet, so we'll see how the day goes. Otherwise, we're also having our time trials today. So we got the likes of Peter Zilli out today. Davi Olivier is back from his serious accident, his first time out today on a racetrack. Billy Heppen's joining us today. It's going to be interesting. That car's super loud, so I'd like to go for a hot lap in it later. And Joe, we got the GNH boys here. We got Paolo Cavalieri, Jackie Schechter piloting the 745 modified. And there's also the 530 MLEs here, the 745 Group 1. So a few historical cars also here. So it's looking forward to a great day today. 2020, it's going to be quite interesting. We were accepted to race at Passion for Speed. I think we're the only little club that's racing at an international event like that. So I'm quite proud of that. We will be there on the 1st of Feb. And again, we've got 2 rounds at Kyalami. We'll be here on the 16th of May with the Extreme Festival, and again the 28th of November with our Track and Race Day. And then in between we've got our track days, so we'll have 4 again next year, and 5 rounds with the Inland Tour and Extreme, and I think with the South African Endurance Series as well, we have a round with them. So we've got an interesting year next year. Got some new drivers coming through to race as well, so hopefully it'll be a good year.
As the racing season of the Bridgestone BMW Car Club Race Series draws to a close, all hands on deck to ensure the cars are tuned to the best performance for the day. Setup for this track is critical. I'm Gerard Botha and joined in studio by Bernard de Gavea. The club is a fun club for the whole family. Even some of the number plates carries the slogans of the battles fought and shows the competitive nature of the sport. Safety is the number 1 priority. Let's hear from some of the drivers.
The year was perfect for me. I had several great races, especially with Jan, which is a good friend now, changed completely. It's good competition, but also a good friend, so we're enjoying it. I am completely happy with my setup today, but just in the first practice, my 6th gear went out and the car jumped into 4th gear, my sequential gearbox, and I over-revved the engine slightly. Hopefully it's not damaged, we'll find out now.
It's going to be an exciting day today. We got 2 races obviously, and Alan is in the hunt and Andreas is leading it, and I'm 3rd, so pressure is a little bit less on me, but I'm going to push hard to get 2 wins, and then we'll see how the day unfolds, so it's going to be exciting.
I think I've got an outside chance, not easy. Andreas Meyer is leading by 8 points. I'm equal second with Jan Everstein. So unless something happens to them and I do well, I've got an outside chance, but I'm going to give it my best, and let's see what happens.
It's been a good year. We've done quite a bit of development on the car. We've had a bit of bad luck. We were using the Extreme series for a bit of practice, and I had a bit of bad luck in the last series, so we had to redo the front of the car, and we only found out yesterday in testing that we still had a vibration. So this morning we took out the prop shaft, changed CV joints, side shafts. We seem to have sorted that out now, so let's hope everything runs smooth enough for the rest of today.
The car's been reliable, we haven't had much issues except 1 race, and basically we've been finishing in the top 3 most of the time, and it's been good for us, so we're coming first, so that's good.
As the drivers makes it onto the track to start the heat number 1, we've noticed some of the drivers are missing. Bernard, can you tell us a little bit more?
Yeah, unfortunately some of our top runners are out. Paulo Loureiro, unfortunately his bonnet flew open during quali, so he's out. Sav Gualtieri had some clutch issues, Shane Grobler had motor issues, so he's also out. And Steph Martinelli, he had a bit of a ding-dong with the wall, so he's out.
So a rolling start sets them off to a great day of racing, and everyone around the track is close to the action.
And also missing from this field was Bruce Turner with some engine issues. Myself had a bit of a clutch issue, and Carlos Gameiro with a gearbox issue in his beautiful 325i.
So leading the pack here from the start now is Adrian Dalton with a powerful BMW as he exits Crowthorne Corner. The pack is still bunched up tightly as they find their space. On board now with Troy Cochran.
Oh, there's Len Henry. He got a bit of a tap from Oz. What is Oz doing? Come on, Oz.
Luckily, the rest of the drivers managed to avoid that some side of a slide.
Yeah, unfortunately, Len got turned around and he's probably going to start at the back of the pack.
So here's Adrian Dalton coming through the S's. He's quite ahead of the pack, and it looks like he's running away with it. Now in the midfield, now you see Mike Krobler, and followed by Barish Kampath, and then Rob Gearing in that beautiful E30.
And just behind him is Alan Hilligan, who needs to pick up the pace slightly if he wants to stay in contention for his title chase for overall champion. And back to the front of the field, Rick Loreiro, he's sitting in third now. He's got a bit of an issue with his gearbox. He apparently has lost third gear. And as you can see, Andreas Mary is catching up to him. He's in a Class B car and Rick in a Class A car. So let's see if he can stay in front.
Now back on the action, this green monster of a machine is Troy Cochran, followed by Uli Sani and Nick Macris right in the back, and they have a good dice up the hill there.
Back through Sunset, as we see some of the Class B contenders coming through. There's a Sean Lamprecht, that little 318 IS. It's a 318 turbo, mixing it up with these M3s.
So Osbiagioni, it looks like he's battling to keep him off its tail there.
Yeah, that's a bit of a wild move, Oz. Yellow flags are out. Hey, safety car board's also out. We seem to have an issue. From what I understand, Nicholas Fisher has gone into the wall at turn 16.
Well, let's hear from Nicholas Fisher himself.
Yeah, I was chasing hard for third place. I came around the last corner here at Kyalami and lost the back end. I tried to recover and we just ran out of space.
So a restart to the race brings Adrian Dalton to the left-hand side, and I see George Estrella going wide, looking for a gap through now. He's going to be in second place. Adrian keeps him at bay.
And there we see Rick having his issue with his third gear. Andreas has managed to pass him, and looks like Jan Everstein's going to try very hard to get past him as well. And here we have Nicholas Fisher, our youngest guy on track. Followed behind is a 2002, the oldest car on track.
Yeah, that is Cor Kramwinkel, if I'm not mistaken.
That's correct.
Right here we've got Renier Smith, followed by Mike Krobler and Len Henry Gobi there in picking up the pace quite a bit there.
Yeah, he's recovered after that spin in the first lap. And here we have George Estrella again trying to muscle with Adrian Dalton. He's had a rough time with that car the last 2 years. I'm so glad to see that car performing so well.
Man, I'm so happy that Adrian Dalton is not taking the mickey out of everyone here, and there's a good race going on here between Troy Cochran now and the rest of the pack there. Troy on board now with Troy here.
As he follows Willem Einkamera. That's a new guy to the series. It's his third event. He's in a beautifully prepared E92 335. It was prepared by Big Boss Auto.
Right now in the shot you see our BMW Car Club track taxi.
That's Manny Rivera at the wheel. That acts a bit of a monster behind that wheel.
He doesn't use brakes, I tell you. He drives the doors off that car.
And here's John Matos in his Class C car. It's a 328 turbo. He's closely followed by Oz, a Class B guy. I wonder what he's doing down there.
Well, here comes a close dice, as you can see. Einkamera on the outside and Renier Smith on the inside. So he pushes him out wide, so he's going to lose some time on that. Right, another good dice here between Matos and Oz Biagioni. Oz is looking for a way through. Matos is keeping him at bay.
Yeah, that turbo car is quite quick down the straights. Back to Class C. This is a big battle here in Class C again. As we see Mark trying to catch up. He's a Class B guy. Hopefully he can catch up and pass him.
Right, here comes our points leader. This is Andreas Meyer, followed by Jan Everstein. Now, Andreas is in that beautifully turned out SAT car and on board now with Jan Everstein as he's fighting for that championship together with Andreas Meyer.
It's been a battle the whole year. The two of them have been fighting it out. But that's on track. Off track, they're greatest of friends.
Right, so in the shot now you see Nick Macris. His car smoking a little bit. Renier Smith is coming through there.
Yeah, Nick is our current points leader in Class C, but that smoke looks pretty terminal. I hope he's going to make it.
I see Mike Grobler is there in the back. He's not giving up this battle, so he's in it to win it as well. So all four of them side by side almost through this entire race course as they switch places. And that concludes the racing for this heat. So top honours there for this heat is Adrian Dalton, George Estrella second, Rick Lorera in third place. That is for Class A. Class B, Andreas Meyer, Jan Everstein, Jannie Breed.
And in Class C, Sean Lamprecht second, Jonathan Matos third, Ulisani. Class D, Rob Gehring and Varish Gampard.
So Class E contenders, Nicholas van Zyl, the youngster, Manny Ribeiro second, and Cor Kramwinkel in third place. So let's hear from some of the guys that didn't make it to the grid.
It's a very heartbreaking day. I mean, the whole year the car ran beautifully. I was enjoying it. It's my first year in the car, and just today everything went wrong. I went out for practice 1. I was going through the S's, and then I had a rear tire pop. It burst, and then the car also at the back end lost, and I just slid off. Went out to do a time before race 1. Coming down, mine shaft obviously went on. I had new pads, so I was just bedding the pads in. Warmed up the tires. On my third lap, I started to push. As I came down mine shaft, right at the worst possible place on the track. Well, okay, this is also dangerous, the main straight, but as I took the mine shaft, my whole hood came up, hit the windscreen. As you guys can see, my whole windscreen shattered, the roof's dented. I still can't tell you guys how I still managed to stop the car, but the car's safe, I'm safe. Hey, it's just part of the sport, I guess.
Right, as the competitors make it to the heat number 2 on the track, we've noticed some guys are missing. Some of the likes of Alan Hilligan, as well as Len Hendrigowi. Rolling start sets them off in this reverse grid per class, and that is according to the time that they finish on the first heat. Let's see the action.
Yeah, we're on board with Osby Ojani in his Biopool M3. He's chasing Mike Grobler into turn 2. And also JB Breed, he's trying to get past him, but I don't think he's going to make it. But he's actually lost a place now to Andreas Meyer, who's managed to sneak through the STC car.
Let me tell you, Oz is trying to fight hard to keep up there with the German, is his nickname in this vehicle. And let me tell you, this onboard footage is fantastic as you see the racing lines coming through.
And yeah, we're at the top at Westbank, and Rick is coming through with his 335, still having issues with third gear. And here comes a Class B battle. There's quite a few guys there battling it out.
I see George Estrella is falling back slightly there in the car.
I hope he hasn't got issues, because that car's been a bit of a problem.
Right, all the drivers now making it through the field as they come down the mine shaft. Let's see who's going to be late on the brakes now. It looks like Andreas Meyer, very late on the brakes. He's going to push out JB Breed on the wide. And I see Osby Ojani also in the back there, fighting it in this three-way battle.
And here we go back to Class C. This is the Brat Pack. A bunch of hooligans out here, I tell you. Look at that, look at that. He's off the track even, old Troy Cochrane. Trying to bombard old Philip Jimenez there. The Batmobile just cut the corner.
I tell you that. He's in a classic car, but let me tell you, that was a classic move that he pulled.
And it looks like Troy, he should be able to stay in front of Philip Jimenez as he goes through the last corner in the Arrow Automotive M3.
Right now in the midfield you see JB Breed there, Osby Ojani, and Estrella is still struggling there in the midfield, and see that he's got some problems with that car. So now down the mine shaft as they come around, you can see JB Breed in front, followed by Osby Ojani. Is Oz going to brake late like he always does? He's going to pull the same move as Andreas Meyer. Is it going to stick? I tell you, that turbo car's just going to pull ahead of him. What a fantastic battle we've got here. It looks like they're going to... No, he's going to stick in front, and it's going to push Oz into that second position.
And here we're in Class D with Rob Gehring overtaking Philip Jimenez. He seems to have a bit of issues with his E36 M3. Followed by Varish. Varish has gone through. Look at Varish. That guy's doing so well this year.
I tell you, that is the corner that pulled the moves today.
Yeah, looks like it.
Right now we're getting into Leeuwkop here with the Class C battle now. You can see the field is absolutely close, and these guys will not give up. They will not give up a space for anyone. Let's see down the mine shaft how they're going to fare now at the end. absolutely close. And who's going to take the outside on the inside? This is the corner, like I said before. Everyone's going to try to pull a move here.
And back to our leader, Adrian Dalton, in that M3 CSL. He's way ahead of everyone else. He's managed to do a 150 today in a scorching heat with that car.
So the same battle here in the Class C. Everyone is trying to get through. I tell you, these cars are so closely matched, and it's a fantastic class to be in if you want part of this action. I think a few hundredths of a second is splitting the different drivers between each other today.
Let's see who's going to touch the brake pedal first into this corner. This is where all the moves have been happening today.
I tell you, these guys are not holding back at all, and you can see they are fighting it through, left, right.
And centre.
Right, you can see the Class C battle carries on here, because this is probably one of the closest battles we've seen this season so far. Troy Cochrane there at the back, and he's coming down the mineshaft. Has he got the power? Has he got the speed? Is he going to catch up to the rest of the guys and bunch up again to the move-pulling corner like we've mentioned? So here they come. Let's see, again, like you said, who's going to touch the brake pedal first. It looks like the Batmobile is going a little bit wide here, so he's going to leave a gap there.
And yeah, we're on board with William Aankamera in his 335 as we're going in towards the kink. There's a bit of a lock-up there. Looks like the two cars have touched Ulisani and Mike Krobler.
Well, here we've got Rick Lorero.
He's having a terrible day, isn't he?
He's not having a great day at all.
Yeah, he's lost third gear, now he's losing body parts off his car.
Now we've got this great battle between B and C classes, and Troy Cochrane trying to squeeze through. And let me tell you, that's not going to happen down the mineshaft. They're just going to have the speed of note. Right, Bernard, yeah, you back on the track and managed to sort the clutch out, haven't you?
Yeah, finally got the car going, so it wasn't too bad.
Right, that concludes heat number 2 of this race series.
And our winners, Adrian Dalton in Class A, second George Estrella, third Rick Lorero, Class B Andreas Meyer, second Osby Ajani, and third Mike Krobler.
Class C is heading up Jonathan Martos, Rennie Smith in second place, Troy Cochrane in third place, Rob Gearing in Class D first, Varish Kampath in second, Bernard de Gouveia in third place.
And finally Class E, Nicholas van Zyl first, second Cor Kornwinkel, and Nicholas Fischer in third. Now to our overall championships for 2019. In Class A, first Rick Lorero, second Paulo Lorero, third Steph Martinelli. In Class B, Andreas Meyer, second Jan Everstein, and in third Mike Krobler.
Class C, Nick Macris, followed by Shane Grobler in second place, Peter Lombard in third. In Class D, Alan Hilligan, followed by Varish Kampath and Klippie Krieger in third position.
And in Class E, first Nicholas van Zyl, second Carlos Gameiro, third Colin van Son. And our overall championships, first Andreas Meyer, our champion, second Jan Everstein, and third Alan Hilligan.
So let's hear how excited Andreas Meyer is for taking the overall championship for 2019.
I can't stop smiling. It was an incredible year. I joined the club 4 years ago, first time. I never raced my entire life. I did like close to 6,000 laps on the Nürburgring, but only time trials in my M3 E30. And I came to South Africa in January 2013. At that time I stopped racing completely because I had a big accident on the Nürburgring and I stopped it in 2010. And then I came to the club first time and I watched them and I thought, you should start again. So I bought my first M3. I did 2 years time trials with the club. Then I bought the first race car, started in Class D, then I moved up to C, improved the car, improved my skills. Then I moved up to B, and then I got this one more or less by accident because a friend of mine told me there's a super touring car available in Cape Town. So next day I flew down, I got the car. It was a disaster, the car was horrible. We sandblasted it, built it up completely. Unfortunately I don't have the original parts but the chassis, and this is the outcome now.
Right, so time trials is a fantastic action-packed racing event, also taking place with the race series on the same day All cars welcome, not particular to BMW, and there you can see Peter Zeli. He did the fastest time, 1 minute 47.346 in his Toyota MR2.
In the time trials, the cars are split into classes. We've got BMW classes and we've got non-BMW classes. Furthermore, the drivers also split into groups according to their lap times, so we don't have the very fast race cars mixing it up with slower road-going cars.
Bernard, that sounds like great news. So any brand welcome in the time trial series. Let's hear from some of the drivers in that time trial series.
I was invited by the BMW club and I was quite excited to come out and go around Kyalami, because it's always nice to drive a fast car at Kyalami. The car feels quite good and I was quite enjoying it.
What I like is that it's quite relaxed. It's not the pressure of racing. And my expectation today is really just to shake the car down, get it, iron out all the wrinkles. It's a new car. I've just recently rebuilt it, so it needs just to have a couple of kinks ironed out. So the car is a Dodge Viper GTSR. It's a GT2 car. It was raced in Europe in the kind of late 1990s through to about 2005. I bought it from a friend of mine who brought it here from Dubai, and it was a complete strip down and restore. It took me 3 years to get it back to where it is now.
Hot laps also available on this race day, and we would like to say thank you to our sponsors, Bridgestone, Big Boss Auto, Auto Bavaria, Mean Wraps and I2 Insurance. We'd also like to wish all the viewers a fantastic festive season and hope to see you soon in 2020.